Yes, I accept all cookies. If you were a Pokemon, which one would you be? Gee, I'm not reading all that out, am I? I'm not reading all that out. Although I might use this frame. This frame's pretty good. So yeah, this is the quiz we're doing today. I'm not right. Okay. So at the start of your journey, Professor Oak says, "Do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon side. You may have it. Go on, take it. Which one do you choose?" So I've got a choice. Oh, perfect. I have a choice of Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, or Pikachu. If I had to pick one of the four, I would pick Pikachu because it is my favourite of the four. Then it would be Charmander, but let's give it up for Pikachu, so I'm going to pick Pikachu. Palatown sees the same constellations as we do. Which sign were you born under? Uh, I was born under Taurus. I was born in May. Number 3. Taking over the world is serious business. What special skill are you going to use to make it all yours? Gardening, creating fire, electrifying charm, access to endless memory, healing myself and others, martial arts, making it rain, super adaptability, transcending into the virtual world, or psychic ability. Did I say something wrong? Access to endless money. Haha! Sorry, it's been a long day. Endless money, not memory. Um, am I supposed to be me or a Pokemon? Realistically, I'd like martial arts. It's the same thing, right? Yeah, exactly. Super adaptability is also really good though, as is psychic ability. To take over the world, what do you choose? What do you choose? Oh, yeah. If I was to take over the world, this is a badly set up question. So gardening, you wouldn't take over the world by gardening. Creating fire, that's destroying the world, but it's an option. Electrifying charm, that could maybe. Access to endless money, that would also technically work. Killing myself and others, it would change the world, but it wouldn't take over it, I don't think. I could probably monetize it, and that's how I would take over the world. Martial arts is not gonna, unless I kick the shit out of everyone. Making it rain, literally just rain and no. I mean, I live in the UK, that happens anyway. Super adaptability would be good. Oh, transcending into the virtual world, I'm not taking over the world, taking over the virtual world. Although, virtual world is getting more and more prominent in the world, so that's possible. Psychic ability. Taking over the world is a serious business. What special skill are you going to use to make it all mine? I'm going to go transcending into the virtual world because as all the world becomes on the internet, or as the whole world becomes virtual, for like me transcending into it and taking over that way. There are 19 questions. Right, I normally stream for about 8 hours anyway, but if you're gonna be pushy, fine. Transcend into the virtual world. They're not all that broad, are they? They're not all that broad, are they? No, they're not all that broad. That seemed like one of the broadest ones. Yeah, it should be fine. Sod off, folk. What's more diverse than types of Pokemon? What's more diverse than types of Pokemon is types of people in the world. How do you fit in? It's easy for me to make new friends. I'm versatile and get along with most. I'm comfortable with certain cliques, but choose wisely. I'm a bit different. My relationships are truly special. I'm very versatile. I've always called myself like a social chameleon. As much as I'm not a very social person, if I had to be, I can pretty much be friendly with anybody, is my thinking. I can even get along with people I don't like. Lol. Badges are more than just tokens of accomplishment. They're badges of honor. Which one would you choose? Soul, Marsh, Volcano, or Earth? I'm only joking. Ish. Um, I would pick the Volcano one because it looks like fire. The rest look very boring. I mean, the Earth one looks cool, but that does look like a tree hugger. Sod that. Fire. Fire. Fire's better. Your personality can change with time and experience. Where are you in your personal evolution? I have lots of growing to do, constantly changing, old friends barely recognize me, always being my true self. Ooh. Self-reflection. I don't think I've got loads of growing to do. I definitely have some to do. But in terms of personality, I don't think I've got much else to do. I think, unfortunately for Jane, this is me for the rest of it. I don't think my personality constantly changes. I do. Yeah, that's true. Always been my true self. I haven't always been, which is kind of annoying. But I would say where I am now is kind of how I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not as submissive to everyone now as I used to be. Yeah. So, all friends better recognize me. No, I wouldn't say that. Because if once you're friends, that's when you see the true me. So I'm going to say always been my true self because the other questions are labelled as if either I'm not there yet, which I'd say I am, or I still have more to change, which I don't. My friends would recognise me. Any people that are truly my friend would recognise me just by the way I act. So I'm going to say true self. Yeah, exactly. I would say it's like I am. I am. I think it's just the last one's worded wrong. I'd say I am now my true self, which is what I would say. So that's why I'm saying it. That's fine. That's fine. It's kind of trying to do like the different stages of evolution, which is good. But question 7. Flirting is a science. When meeting someone you like, do you tell them or you play hard to get? I always play hard to get, especially with those I want. I am open to meeting someone new, but it takes a lot to earn my trust. I prefer to be upfront and honest. Life is short. Well, that's. I don't actually like playing hard to get. Jane would say playing hard to get, but it wasn't the case of that. It was a case of taking a lot to want to be in a relationship. Is more what it was. So I think open to meeting someone new, but takes a lot to earn my trust. Oh yeah, that's not an option, unfortunately. Um, Although I will say, as a side note, I prefer to be upfront and honest. I do, but not in terms of trying to win someone's affection, because it can just come across as, please touch me. The secret to a happy and successful life is hard work and determination, spreading love and being happy, using my powers to be as useful as possible. Hmm. So, spreading love and happy, no. Because to do it enough would take hard work and determination, especially in this day and age. Um, you you can't be successful being a hippie, which sounds very narrow-minded, but I mean that in the sense that if you were to be successful as like a stereotypical kind of like hippie mentality, you would have to have the hard work and determination to spread that. So I think that's. How do you search for backgroundless images in Google again? You kind of add transparent on the end. Is how I do it. But yeah, um, I there's no fine art to it. Just try transparent on the end. Sometimes it does it. Or like PNGs typically do. Depends what you're looking for, I guess. Is that actually on there? Oh, listen to Volk. That's better. Use my powers to be as useful as possible. Well, if I were to try and translate that, then yeah. The whole point is use your strengths. There's no point in. I feel like hard work and determination, you've always got a chance of falling short. If you just do work, if you're using my powers as useful as possible, if you're just doing what you're good at, then I think that's better. Like hard work and determination, like I feel the happy can be lost in that. You can be happy by the end, but in terms of an entire life, hard work and determination, there's a lot of sadness that comes with that. I feel like you'd be successful, but I don't think you'd be. I think there's a not a definitive chance that you'd be happy. Whereas if you just play into your strengths as much as you can, then I think that's better. So using my powers to be as useful as possible is what I'm using there. You've reached level 5. Which team do you use? Team Valor, Team Mystic, Team Instinct, or I'm not playing? Which, if you haven't looked, has a hilarious picture of an old woman. I picked Team Mystic, so I'm just going to pick that. Super simple. Um, so it's the teams from Pokemon Go, if you didn't know. Team Valor was all like the aggressive type. Team Instinct always came across as. Oh, I don't know. I haven't read the one for that one in a while. But Mystic was like the research side of it, like you're researching them and like get better. I think. Either way, I picked Mystic, so I'm picking it. The Hufflepuffs. Well, sure. It's the weekend. What are you doing? Relaxing outside, catching up at work, training at the gym, shopping spree, cleaning and home maintenance. None of these. None of them. None of them. Relaxing, but I wouldn't be outside. Catching up on work. Work is for when you're at work, not for when you shouldn't be at work. Training at the gym. I wouldn't optionally do it. Shopping spree. It's going outside. Cleaning and home maintenance. Twitch's work. Yeah, but I'm not catching up on it. Like, generally, theoretically speaking, if I was doing the way I am at the minute, I'd stream Sunday, but then Monday is when I do all my editing and stuff. Twitch's work. Yeah, I suppose if I did change to Friday, I don't know. If I had my own house, that'd be when I'd be doing my cleaning and home maintenance, to be fair. You went with relaxing and ignored outside. I think if I had my own house, that's when I do the cleaning though. So I'll do cleaning and home maintenance. Yeah, I think relaxing and ignoring outside is the second half. I'm gonna do cleaning and home maintenance though, just because if I had my own place, that's what I'd be doing. What animal do you feel most connected to? Dinosaur? Puppy? Dragon? Mouse? Cat? Fox or human? I mean, technically I'm most connected to a human, but in terms of motivation and stuff, dinosaurs are extinct. I'm not extinct. I'm not much of a survivalist, so a puppy. I'm not innocent enough to be a puppy. Dragon. Dragon. Well, I suppose it depends what law you're looking at, but dragons can be greedy, kind of selfish. Maybe a dragon. But you can get lawful dragons in some law, so don't know. A mouse. Is this a sex thing? What animal are you? Well, possibly. A cat. I've never identified as a cat. Same with fox. So it's between... why not mouse? Why not mouse? I do Hideaway a lot. Never really identified as a mouse. Said dragon or human. Human seems too obvious, but... I'm gonna say dragon. I've always enjoyed dragons. Feels stupid putting human. Tell me, are you a boy or a girl? I am a boy. That was easy. Which of these four elements are you most attracted to? Fire, water, air, or earth? Fire. Just always have been. That's why Charmander is like my favourite. The starters. Yep, add it as a quote. If you were to ask your best friend to describe your personality, which word would they definitely use to describe you? Compassionate, feisty, intense, mysterious, or outgoing? Um, what would you pick? I don't think I'm as mysterious as I'd like to be. Obviously, I'm very sort of upfront with everything. I'm not outgoing. You can get fucked. You're incorrect. I wouldn't say I'm an intense person. I could be feisty if you get to know me a bit, I guess. Compassionate is probably the one I'd go for. I like how none of these are negative. Like, none of these are heavily negative. Am I wrong in saying compassionate? Compared to feisty, intense, mysterious, and outgoing? Yeah, apparently, yeah. I guess I'll go compassionate then. Since no one's argued against it. 15. What pattern would you spread all over your life? That's weird. Pick one you like the best. So polka dots, I hate polka dots. Plaid, kind of like plaid. Stripes, boring. Floral, well, plaid it is. Or plaid, I don't know. You absolutely can't stand it when people are what? When people what? Are mean? Don't know how to drive? Forget to text you back? Whoops. Have a negative attitude? Exclude others? I think it's exclude others. People are mean, you're going to run into people that are mean, you kind of get over it. Don't know how to drive? No, I don't get road rage very much. And if it's a case of this person hasn't even learned to drive and doesn't drive, then that's looking at the wrong part. Forget to text you back. I think everybody that is closely connected to me picked that one. I am not allowed to pick that one because I am the worst for forgetting to text back. Um, yeah, no, that's I can't be I can't be offended by that because I do it myself. Therefore, it's okay. Have a negative attitude. That can be the most pessimistic person I know. So exclude others, I think makes sense. I hate leaving people out. Did you not? What did you pick? I'm choosing exclude others because I whether it's inadvertently or not, I hate leaving people out. There's nothing worse when you've started a group with something and someone comes up and is like, oh, um, was I not invited? I'm like, oh, I feel awful. I feel awful. Mean or exclude people, can't remember which. I hate. Alright, okay. These people who don't keep their word. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand that. I'd rather you not make a promise at all than make a promise you can't keep. Phone, keys, and wallet are obvious ones, but what also never leave home without. can't read. Phones, keys, and wallet are the obvious ones, but you also never leave home without what other thing? Sunglasses, notebook, water bottle, mints and or gum, chapstick slash lip balm. None of these. Also, Volk, if I've never not kept my word on something, pull me up on it because it means I didn't mean to. Just in case. Gum, always have gum. I think that's alright then. I think out of these, I would always like to have gum on me. If I had to choose one of these. Um, chapstick, lip balm, I don't have issues with that. Water bottle, too cumbersome, I'd never carry that around with me. Notebook, I'd maybe see the purses, but I've got a phone, so why would you need a notebook? Theoretically. Sunglasses, you're not going to always need your sunglasses, and I keep them in the car rather than on me. So I'm going to say gum. I don't mind occasionally, I don't feel about it when you say yeah. It's when when it's they say yeah, just so they don't need to say no to your face. Oh yeah, exactly. That's the same thing again. I'd rather you just say no than say yes and not turn up. No, no, absolutely agree. That's the thing. Sometimes, like, sometimes I'm just not in the mood, which you know yourself. Like, me and Volk have had this conversation several times where it's just me being like, I'm just not in the mood today. Just not in the mood today, and then you're fine with it. Hooray for event organising. Yeah, some people just can't stand the awkwardness of saying no, I guess, but it happens. Yeah, exactly. 18. Pokemon is a fun game, but let's not forget playing cards. What's your favourite card game? I don't know what Spit is. Between Texas Hold'em or Solitaire. I feel like I need to play more Texas Hold'em. I used to love Texas Hold'em when I was younger. Read the options to the class. Oh, sorry. Um, so Texas Hold'em, Spit, Gin Rummy, Go Fish, or Solitaire. Um, so have we? I don't know. If you describe it to me, I'll tell you if we have. I don't think we have though. They maybe know what it is, but I don't remember playing it. There was Stingy or Chase the Ace. You have to pass coins, I think. I think of a different game. Gin Rummy, I don't know how to play. Go Fish, I think is just boring. I'd rather play Uno. Which you know isn't the same concept, but in terms of a simple card game, I'd rather play that. Solitaire, I do just enjoy a bit of Solitaire, but it can get a bit boring. More like Tri-Peaks or whatever it's actually called. I'm going to say Texas Hold'em, because there's a bit more to it. Last question. How would you rate this quiz? To be fair, I was expecting a lot less from a Pokemon quiz. So yeah, I loved it. Right, do I have any guesses on what I'm gonna get, given the options that I've given? Do I have any guesses? I don't know how broad it is, like, but fire or electric type, right? Yeah, I mean, I picked fire quite a lot. Or psychic, okay. I mean, I picked Pikachu, then psychic. I can't remember what I picked for taking over the world, but yeah, that might be the psychic option. Volk, any guesses? I just want to know. So I just want to know. So I am Charizard. Charizard, the Flame Pokemon. Charizard, Flying and Fire type. When competing in intense battles, Charizard Flame becomes more intense as well. Having seen a lot in your life, you're one tough Pokemon who's accomplished a lot. Strong-willed and focused, you can hold your own and don't need much help from anyone. You're prone to overwork as you're strong and reliable. Sharing yourself with your friends. Of course I got Charizard. Does anybody disagree with the answers I gave though? Because yes, I'm very happy I got Charizard. Uh, but obviously, do people disagree with any of my answers? Do they feel like, maybe over or underthought some things, or maybe just picked the wrong answer outright? Cool, cool, cool.